How y'all doing? It's been a while since I did a video, but I looked and looked and looked on the internet, try to figure out or try to remember how to take spindle bars out of a John Deere 9960 cotton picker. I bought this picker last week. It got delivered yesterday. We're trying to get it ready to pick some cotton. I know you really can't see anything, and if you hear any goats in the background, my wife's goats sitting right next to me. They're little pens right next to this building. But I'm gonna show y'all a little something here. And if you know anything about a cotton picker, you know you're gonna get nasty as can be, because it's greasy as can be. But these spindles here, I'm gonna put my hand on one of them. The spindles are dead. In other words, there is a gear in the top in there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a gear right in there. And basically there's a little roll pin in that gear. And if that roll pin shears, it'll make this whole bar dead. And if it does that, then you got to take the whole bar out and knock the roll pin out to get to it. But I'll show y'all how to take a spindle bar out on a John Deere 9960 picker. All right, down here, if you can't really see it, but there's two bolts in the very bottom. And those two bolts hold on this. So basically that bar rotates round and round on top of that. And then this is a collar you got to take off also. That collar is this right here. Now obviously it's one bolt per two collars. So that collar went here around this bar bushing into that hole there. All right, so you take that out. You take two bolts at the very bottom out. Then there is one greasy, nasty shield, which is that right there. And it goes right in here, runs across. There's one bolt holding it in. And I hope I don't get my phone greasy. Look at that grease. That's the bolt hole right there. And basically the bolt goes up through that hole right there, and your nut's on the top. It took me a minute to remember if there was a nut or not, because there's so much grease in there. But basically all you do is, once you get all that loose, you take your bar, get my glove back on, take your bar, and you just pick up on your bar because the bottom's loose anyways. So I got the bar. If you look in there, you see, you just pull it, twist it, it comes right out. Try not to lose your bushing, because there's a bushing right there also. And then on the back side of your bar, you got a grease line also. Let's see here. And that should have a little clamp on it. And all you do is take that clamp, pull your line off, and your bar's free. But the main thing is try not to get your bar down in dirt and everything. I got it sitting on top of my boot. But that roll pin goes right inside that gear. And the reason I know it's sheared, there's your hole for it right there. So there's your hole for your gear also. You see it moving. So I do that. So you just line them back up and you put your roll pin in. I saw some people double roll pin, putting a roll pin in and another roll pin. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. That there's a reason why it's sheared, and you double it up. I looked it up last night on the internet. Just this bar alone, or the bar with the spindles, is $800. I think there's, let's see, if there's 10 on this, it's 10 or 12 bars on just this one front row unit, times another 12 behind it, times 4, 8 times 12, 96. And then it's 96 times 2 is 18, 19.2. So that's a good chunk of money when you go 4 rows across. I think I'll just stick with the regular roll pin. It just kind of worries me. But I just want to show everybody, or at least put it on the internet, how to take a bar out on a John Deere 90. It should be the same for a 9965 too, the next model, because they both took the same type row units or cabinets. So like I said, I just want to let everybody know how to do it, because I couldn't find it and I couldn't remember how to do it. Luckily that fella from Field Rose had a little bit in one of his videos he just did lately on how he took it off his 99 or 90, should be 9976 cotton picker. But if it wasn't for him, I'd have been searching probably 2 hours on the internet to try to remember how to do it. But like I say, I just want to let everybody know. One other thing, that line just slides right off. The grease line I was telling you about. But basically, I got a lot of work to do to this picker. I got no 2 dead bars on this one. The rest of the bars should be fine. I didn't see anything, but I got spindles I need to replace on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more videos of me working on this thing and getting it back right. Pretty much, I bought it cheap. Basically, I'd rather buy this than go out and buy one of these newer pickers. Well, I say even a used one. Even a used picker, like, well, not like this, but the ones that do the round bales in the fields, it's $450,000 if it's 5 years old. So I used to have a 9960. It was a good picker, and I know how to work on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and refurbish this one to an extent this year. Pick my cotton, in this winter I'll go through it more, but I'll do a video of putting it back in. I might do a video of me taking the other one out from beginning to the end. And I'm gonna, like I say, I got spindles I got to change. I probably got some wipers that I'm gonna change. I'm not changing the doffers this year. I'll probably do it this winter. But when I say doffers, this is a doffer right here. You see where the cotton is wrapped up in it. Basically, I'll show everybody how you work on one of these things, and that old pickers can still roll. But I'll show y'all when I'm running it and when we're picking cotton. But this thing right here will blow most people's minds. I think I figured it up last night. There's 1,500 to 2,000 of these little spindles here, and some of them need bushings, and I'm just gonna change the bushings. I'm gonna change the spindles out. Some of them are still good, some of them broke off. But it'll blow people's minds as to how mechanically inclined you got to be to deal with one of these machines. You can't get nobody to go out there and hand pick it no more, so you're gonna have to do it this way. But that's just how it all goes. And like I say, I'll do an updated video next week sometime or so when I'm putting it all back together and continue working on it. All right, see y'all.